I decided to do a quick recap of my first day of Deadman mode Apocalypse. I have not played since last league, so I am very rusty. I am playing solo, and I did no swapping. This is my combat level. I am just below 51, and I have locked my stats. I have 81 magic. This means that I can bang out some, I think it's 21s with a wind surge. Once I complete Mage Arena, I can do 30s, which is pretty nice in my opinion. Now, as you can see here, I've got Wrath runes, so I can go out and do whatever, maybe try to get some sigils because they're very cheap to use. I do want to mention that I found out certain sigils can't be sold when you're in the lower combat bracket, which I found very interesting. My current sigils I am using are Meticulous Mage. This is really nice. You can actually use this with High Alch along with the High Alchemy sigil and get a 30% extra when you High Alch something while also saving nature runes. It's pretty nice. I've also decided to pick up a Sigil of Consistency. Why I really decided to pick that up, I haven't tested it yet. I'm hoping it works when I splash. If not, that kind of sucks. I was doing a breach and it did like no damage. And of course I have the Sigil of Menacing, which is just nice to have. No tier 3s. I was wanting to get a hold of that sigil that lets you cook when you pick stuff up, but I think it's selling for like 900k and I've not gotten there yet. Now, how much money have I gotten? Well, early on I actually went and defeated I think it was my 6th monkey for Slayer, my first task. And it dropped a tier 5 emblem. Not sure if they're supposed to, but it came from a low-level monkey. Immediately sold that, used the points to buy, I believe it was stamina pots, sold those, and that really kick-started my mage training. I was splashing with blood runes at one point because my hand was cramping from high alching. I also did some breaches and got another tier 5 there. That's where these sea turtles are from. My bank is pretty bad, as you can see, or I actually need to go and put that in a safety deposit box. I have some blighted entangles. These work worldwide, and there's really not much here, as you can see. And if I do go and check my deposit box, you can see I've been picking up rune plate bodies. And the reason I've been picking them up is because they are cheap, and I have not been trying to keep a huge stack of cash while I go out and do things. Definitely have been enjoying myself so far, but I mean, if I had swapped early on, I mean, if I had got that monkey, I think the swap rate was still incredibly high. That was maybe an hour into Deadman mode. I was sitting, everything I sold, I think I was sitting at 250k, which was rather crazy at that point. Just wanted to give you an idea of what it's like to play solo. I know so many people have said, I won't try. This is completely solo. And of course, you have to remember, if you plan it out, you can move to these new combat brackets and get another hour. I don't think I'm going to do that simply because I kind of have Starfield coming up. I'm still playing the Path of Exile League, so I don't plan to play this mode very much. But if you're worried about not being able to compete with the delay, the amount of time you have when you switch brackets, I think this is a very, very approachable game mode for everyone, especially if you come in with a plan of what you want to do.